So I hope you are ready to fight a big dragon, because that's what we are facing in the game. Now That's a Big Dragon by Alphageddon. And it is a click incremental game. Yes, I know, another click incremental game. Help, I have a problem. But jokes aside, I really do like these games. I think they are a really good way to spend a little bit of time entertaining yourself with very little cost. And that's one of the main reasons why I always jump on them when I see them in the listing. There's quite a few in itch.io. I try to find the good ones. Right, so this is the title menu of the game. It's a very simple title menu. It just has a big dragon and a play game button. So let's jump in and we'll go through the game UI a little bit, show a little bit of gameplay, do a little bit of critique, and that's it for the video. So I hope you enjoyed. The link will be in the description. If you like what you see, or even if you're just vaguely interested, come and give the game some play, because the developers need that kind of encouragement. It's an itch.io game. So here we have our sort of introduction to the game. It says, help, a giant dragon is destroying our village. We need a hero to save us. And we see the giant dragon in the middle, our goal just above his head. We see the castle and the lake and the village over there. And we see these little birds that if we click on, we get some money and some things have unlocked. But that's not too... We'll have a look at those in a moment. So, help, a giant dragon is destroying our village. We need a hero to save us. Please kill that dragon with your mighty sword / mouse cursor. A little bit of fourth wall breaking there. You might also be able to recruit some help if you have enough gold. Good luck. So, looking at our UI, we have a button to wishlist on Steam. So yes, this game is going to go onto Steam. I wish you the best of luck, developer, and I hope it succeeds. And we have a Discord button, which I always like to see, so there is a community forming around the game. Let's get that little bird while we're about it. We have the dragon's name, Tithoriath the Burgeoning, and he has just under 10 million health. We have a buy max button that when we click on one of the upgrades, we buy all that we can for the money that we have. I'm leaving that alone. And we have a really good settings page with quality of life controls. We have our volume controls, we have other settings, and we have the restart the game button. Yeah, really well done and well themed as well, which I like to see. Here on the left we have the amount of time we've been fighting and some other stats about it, the damage and damage per second and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, we have the dragon himself. We can click the dragon and here's our big click button, and we're getting some gold for hitting him, and I mean that's the main gameplay mechanism there. And then the important bit is what it's titled generators down at the bottom. I wish it wasn't titled generators. That is a little bit of a fourth wall break that breaches it a bit. I call it like recruits or soldiers or army or something. You know, the adventurers. And we can click the adventurers. We have warriors we can buy, and they start doing damage. Just grab the bird, and you can actually see the little warrior down there. A little bit of movement down the bottom. That's him fighting the dragon. As you can see, our money is now going up automatically. We can also get a wizard, and I don't know if we can see the wizard down there somewhere. But anyway, a wizard has joined the troops and is furiously firing magic at it. And then we have a thief, and the thief is interesting because I don't think he affects the amount of damage we do per second. He just gives us more gold. So if we click on the thief, I'm watching over there in the top left to see if the damage goes up. So the damage doesn't go up, but our gold per second does go up. So that's an interesting mechanic, and that's the dragon's roar, which I always think is a motorbike starting to go past outside, but it is actually the dragon's roar. So yeah, so this is an interesting mechanism where we have the thief doesn't actually do the damage, which is our main goal, is to make this number go down, which we're only going to do in about 1 point something months. Yeah, we'll get that number dropping quickly as we start buying upgrades once I've finished explaining. So yeah, it doesn't accomplish the main goal, but it does give us more gold. So that's interesting. That's an interesting mechanism, and it's not the only one in this game. We'll come to the others. And yeah, so here we have our upgrades. We can upgrade our clicking button, so our clicking makes a little bit more money. And we can upgrade again what he calls our generators, which is our recruits, our soldiers at the button. So we can upgrade the blacksmith, And you can see there his damage is currently at ×1, but if we upgrade him it becomes 1.1, and presumably the amount of gold that we get from him as well. And then we have an items tab that hasn't unlocked yet, but it just has a general sort of damage increase that I could see. I don't know if you unlock more things later. But let's try and get some more. We'll get them up to 10 each of our assistants, our generators. And we'll click this up a bit. As you can see, our victory time is dropping sharply. And I think things unlock when you reach certain gold levels, so there is more stuff to unlock as we get there. Let's try and get our gold coming in a little bit quicker. Oh, there's our wizard down there. Or is that the thief? I think that's our wizard, actually. Oh, we got another bird coming in. Right, and now we have unlocked something interesting. Let's try and get these guys up to 10. Now, what we have unlocked here is the ability to automate our automation, which is a whole new angle in this game that I don't think I've seen in Incremental before. So we can buy a garrison, and what that will do is not improve our damage, but it will buy warriors for us. Every 10 seconds it'll add one to the warrior account, who will then increase and do our damage to us. So yeah, we can automate our automation, and that is just crazy. And then there's another tier beyond that where we can automate the automation of our automation. So yeah, if I buy a garrison, and then you will see that very slowly this number will start going up by itself. So now we have 11 warriors, and that's nuts. I don't think I've seen quite that sort of layering of the layering before. Normally you just buy things that make your basic task number bigger, but to make your upgrades go up. I love that. Good job, developer. Well done for that particular one. And then we've unlocked items, which is just this, just a straight damage boost. Gold per damage boost. Sorry, it's not a damage boost. Again, this game between the thieves and the items is actually distracting me a bit there. And it's an interesting question of what is our actual goal here. Is it to reduce the dragon's health and defeat the dragon, or is it to just make more and more gold? Yeah, I don't know. It's quite crazy, but that's it. That's all the gameplay I'm going to show. I think there are a lot of other upgrades and things like that you can come and discover, so I do recommend playing the game. It is a good game, and very, very well done. So if you're just here to see the gameplay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. There is a Patreon. There's very little there at the moment. I want to get some ideas from you guys what to put in the Patreon, what it is you would like to see, and what would entice you to actually contribute, because I would love to get that going. I want to get a community going there. I'm also probably going to do a Discord channel very, very soon, just to try and get things up and running there, and get the community building. I want to chat to you guys. You don't leave me enough comments. I want to talk to you. But yeah. So yeah, if you're just here for the gameplay, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, and all the Discord and Patreon when they appear. Right. If you are here for the critique, well, not too much that I can give. The UI is absolutely fantastic. Everything is very well themed. Everything makes sense. It doesn't really need a tutorial per se. It's quite obvious that these are the buttons that you can click. I mean, a little bit of something might be nice, but I like the way everything's locked away and appears in front of you to go, oh, look at this, and then you can go and click it, and what it does click. So it's kind of one of those inherent tutorials that I get. Yeah, the tutorials are a fine art. It's quite tricky to build ones that players will resonate with and enjoy, that won't get in the way, but actually get you. And so I think this is quite well done that way. I do kind of like a bit more of a sort of a more obvious tutorial, at least for the first few clicks to get you going. But yeah, I mean, it's something worth considering. The game's sound. Now, we do have the settings page, so the sound controls are there. I like that very, very much. I don't know about the music, if the music is that appropriate for what's going on here. It's not really battle-y enough. It's not like a combat music. It is relaxing, and yes, this is an idle incremental game, which is supposed to be relaxing, but we are also supposed to be fighting a big dragon. So I don't know, maybe two different themes that you can select between, this like kind of relaxing theme, or the something more faster paced, more energetic, more martial. I don't know, it's something worth considering. It's yeah, to get the kind of the vibe of the game going. And it would also be nice if very distantly there's background noises of the combat happening, sort of rah, rah, and sounds of music, magic being cast and things like that. That might also be a nice sound element to consider, and also add the button to be able to turn it off for people who don't like it. Otherwise, yeah, the sound's great. I like the combat sounds when you click on things. I like the cha-ching noises when you buy something. Those are all very good, solid sounds that definitely should be there and are. And this never fails to amuse me, this kind of tier of automating the automation for your automation. Absolutely nuts. Make the numbers go up. You've got that part of the game decide down flat. And then upgrades to the automation, purchasing automation upgrades. Yeah, good job, Tev. You've got this down really well. Yeah, the artwork, the game looks fantastic. Everything is well themed. I love this view of the dragon, this sort of top-down angle view of the giant dragon and the tiny little city in the background. You've really got a sense of scale in here. The little characters doing the furious fighting, the mages in the background. Yeah, I really cannot stress enough that this is a good-looking game. As I said before, the only thing is I don't like this is called generators, and these are clicks. Like, no, these should be sort of recruits or adventurers, and these should be attacks. We have interesting new upgrades for the attacks here. Critical chance and featherfinger and things like that. So yeah, I'm not too interested in upgrading the attacking weapon, but I know some people really are. They like the clicking. If I hold down the button, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, no, good job on how this works. I think it's really well done. Also, why do you have... Oh, I see. I was going to say, why is it in brackets? So you have the number and then the number in brackets. The number in brackets are the ones you've bought directly, and then the full number is the amount we actually have. So that's really clever. Yeah, should we buy these? Get our wizards going up a little bit quicker. Yeah, I mean, really, that's it for the critique. Like, the gameplay, I'm not going to talk about that too much. It's pretty straightforward. It's an idle incremental, and it has a new layer of making the numbers go up purchases here, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. So really, really good job there, developer. That's a clever addition to the incremental games set of memes, as it were, and I like that a lot. So yeah, good job. Fantastically well done, and I do recommend that people come and play this game. So thank you for watching. Thank you for having a look. Come and give the dev some love. Dev, keep working on this game. It's a good one. I like it a lot. Change your music though. And yeah, the dev is Alphageddon. I will leave the link in the description. There's a lot of information about the game. It has an ending and it has a new beginning. Revisit the game with new modifiers. So it even has a roguelite element. I am very impressed. And there are other mechanisms in here. Is this all in the is this actually in the demo, or is this only in the Steam version? Okay, yeah, so it says some of the features listed above are still in development, may not be available in the demo version of the game. So come and give the game a look, come and give it a follow, perhaps, if you're in the Steam world, because it's, yeah, it is a good one, and it's going to keep being developed. And I might come back and look at it in another video again, another day. Nevertheless, I'm trying to end this video, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video, I hope, and the other community building attempts that I'm trying to do. So goodbye.